All right, we are going to hit the gavel here. It is now 8:43. Thank you, Michelle. And we are starting our meeting today. Today is, looking at my calendar, September 4th. Thursday, September 4th, the Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Committee meeting. I'm going to go ahead and ask everyone to please, let's stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I ask everyone to please stay standing for a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. Go ahead and proceed to the roll call. Raymond Camina, not present at the moment. Gabriel Castillo, also not present. Judith Gutierrez.
Present.
Veronica Hernandez. Present. Blasita Lopez, I'm here. Jorge Quijano.
Present.
Magali Rodriguez.
She's running late.
Okay. And then Michelle Roman. Present. Thank you very much. So we have a quorum.
Do we have any excuse requests from?
We have requesting excused absences Raymond Camina.
Okay, I move to excuse,
No one else.
okay, I move to excuse Raymond.
I second the motion.
All right, very good. I hear a motion. Anyone against? Any, okay, opposition, motion passes. All right, we've excused Mr. Camina for today, September the 4th. And we understand from our other folks here that hopefully our other folks are on their way. So we'll acknowledge upon their arrival. All right, so next on our agenda is public and citizen comments.
Madam Chair, this time we don't have any, nobody has signed up for any public or citizen comments.
Thank you very much. We're gonna move on to the minutes then. I'll give everybody just time to glance over those. Appreciate Monica sending that in advance. I did have time to read the packet this time, so thank you, thank you.
I move to accept the minutes as written.
I second.
Very
No
well.
corrections, additions, variations.
Any changes from any of our members? Any observations? All right, we'll go ahead and all four in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? All right, motion passes. The minutes have been approved, and now we'll move into our presentations by staff. So financial statements, looks like they start on page 5, correct?
Yes, Madam Chair, so the financial statements, we have page 5, 6, and 7. And as you know, we are already gonna be closing our fiscal year, it's the 30th of this month. So you'll see the collections, our accounts on page 6, and then our collections on page 7. And then over here on page 12, it gives you a graph on how our marketing budget, our administration, and our personnel. Page 12, it gives you another description as well. But we're doing good on collections. We've gone over 100%. So we exceeded our what we had projected. So I don't know if you all have any questions in regards to the financial statement.
Joel,
Yes.
Madam Chair, I have a question for Joel.
Yes.
Maybe it's a premature question.
Okay.
Yes, okay. What was the status, what was the resolution of Eileen's meeting with the tax department? When are they, and when are they gonna start?
They're still working on that. I know she's been, they're going back and forth because the tax department, right now, what they're doing is they're looking at other municipalities from the state. On what's the process that they did and how they did it, so they could probably from there go to city council and present that item to
For the
council.
Airbnb?
Yes, that's
Just in
correct.
case anybody is viewing, the issue has been raised for past couple of meetings
Yeah,
about our tapping into Airbnb taxable revenue.
yeah.
And so this is just a question on the status.
Yeah, no, she's continuing to working with tax department, so, hopefully by next week we'll have another update.
Okay.
But we'll continue to follow up on that, because that's something that we wanna tap into with the other cities. I know it's been, talking to other cities, it's always been a struggle, because they don't wanna pay taxes, so. You know, they wanna pay the state, but not the city, you know, so it has been a challenge. I know Plano has been, it took them months, maybe years to finally get everything. But it's a process, yeah, so it's been, going back and forth. But we'll make sure to, hopefully by next month we'll have an update.
Those Airbnbs have been growing. and
Yes.
They're generating more and
Yeah.
more for the communities, and
Yeah,
because they have to figure it out, you know, if they're gonna be.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, the July revenue, and is that attributable to the Pony League?
On the July, this one, we had some summer, tournaments. So we had summer tournaments, obviously, we had our festival as well, so there was different things, and just people from Mexico too are traveling too, they were coming here. So we saw an influx, since we're here next to the outlets, we saw an influx of people getting their I-94, so I know they were shopping here, they were staying here at least a day or two, and then they go in San Antonio, Austin, San Marcos. But we did see an influx of people, so there's so many factors. I know that the last pony tournament was the last week of July with the first week of August, so right before the tax-free weekend. But like here, they had so many sales, we were just talking before the meeting, there were so many sales that we saw a lot of people coming in, so,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
June and July were both very happy. So
Yes.
it's good to
Mhm.
see that.
May was, we probably need to do something about May, but.
Yeah,
Yeah, but May, this is the lowest May we've had since 2021.
All right, let's move on to our monthly report. Floyd?
Uh,
Coffee Festival, and I see that we've got
yeah,
a
so.
flyer here.
We do, yeah, so, we put up a flyer for everybody. You guys, we're gonna be having our press conference on the 30th, so everybody's invited. This is the first initial, and then we'll send an email to all the board members. But we're gonna be hosting a coffee festival. We partner with the outlet shops, and, so it's gonna be, we're very excited. This is gonna be the first event that we do. So we have the outlets and Slimerilla, and they're gonna be, we're gonna have coffee shops, we're gonna have local businesses, mom and pops, those.
There's so many coffee shops, right?
Yes.
Yes, there's,
And trucks.
in trucks now, yeah.
And
So,
coffee drinkers.
Just to reflect that at 8:51, Ms. Magali arrived.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome to
Thank you.
Magali,
Welcome.
and we'll have the record reflect that. Thank you, Michelle.
so,
We're on
yeah,
monthly report.
Monthly
Magali,
report.
on page 8.
Coffee Fest.
yeah, so we put a flyer, and so this is the initial launch of it, and we'll send an email to you guys, and hopefully you guys could join us
Nice.
if your schedule allows us. For the press conference, the actual event, the press conference will be on the 30th, there at the outlet shops, on the second floor, in the food hall area. And then the actual event, will be on October the 25th.
Okay.
From 11 to 4 p.m. So we're really excited. The marketing team has spearheaded this event, and it's evolved with doing the coffee tour map, and then on the taco trail map. So this is another evolved of what it's like the little baby of that. So we're
An extension.
yeah, an extension, yeah. So it's continued to grow, and so we all the coffee shops, the local coffee shops are very excited. Even the outlets, it's adding another event there that's gonna help bring people. And then Slimerilla, you know, she's a big influencer. She's very popular here in Laredo. So we're hoping that that's gonna bring a lot of kids and people and activities. So be part of that. So we are very excited for that. And Fiela has on the sales team. We've been a little bit busy. we are working with the Max and we're working with Nolaredo on bringing a big tournament that is going to be held both at Nolaredo and here at Laredo. And so
Are
there's
we on the third item, the
Yes.
Max Mendel Golf Course collaborating with Zona
Yes,
Norte?
that's correct,
Norte
yeah.
today?
yes,
Okay.
that one it's going to be a big event. They're coming in
Nice.
December, so we're expecting over 300 golfers.
Wow.
What is really good about this tournament is most of them are kids, boys and girls.
Okay.
So that's gonna allow for parents to come in. So not only gonna come for the tournament, but shopping.
Families,
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are partnering with the Max, and so we've had several meetings, but now we finally had an meeting there. The golf course itself is in a wonderful shape. The staff has done a wonderful job, so we're excited for this tournament, and hopefully with this tournament will lead to other tournaments. And so, because what is cool about this tournament is that they are part associated with the U.S. Golf Association.
Mhm.
So they'll be able to mix match, so the teams that qualify and beat and win, the players, will be able to play now on the U.S. ones.
In advance.
Yeah, so,
That's
so it's gonna be,
interesting.
yeah.
I'm curious about the item y'all skipped over.
Mhm.
Where did the Italian team come from?
I don't know, it was just, I know it was from Italy, I don't know what time, but they did say it here in La Posada. Yeah, yeah.
So is this the?
That's the World Series.
No, but is this the first Italian team to come, or?
Yes, this year was the first one, yeah. Yeah, we had people from Europe, Taiwan, Europe, Mexico, US, and this was the first from Italy, yeah. Mhm.
How many teams were
They had 18 teams. So 18 teams. I think there was two categories. There was a Bronco and Palomino, and so there was two local teams from the U.S. or from the Laredo, and then all the other ones were from other countries that played.
The other US team was from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Well, with Comedy, it continues to be very, the way they book their hotel rooms,
Mhm.
they're doing it on their own, like.
Yes.
always, because they didn't seem to book until the very last minute.
Yeah,
So
so,
very different than other years that they have been very organized or.
yeah. And the year and last year, they didn't have the big softball tournament. I think that's the one that really draws a lot of teams. This year they had a 4th of July, kind of like a 4th of July tournament that had good amount of teams. But the one that Michelle is bringing up, this one, it's, this tournament, basically it's, the World Series, it's, the host mostly pays for a lot of the stuff, so it helps, they have to pay for some of their travel expenses. The other tournaments, the city or the host city or the host organization doesn't really have to pay to participate. So the bigger tournaments is like the softball and like that 4th of July tournament, because they basically just pay to participate and they come with their families. But Pony is very strict, they partner with hotelplanners.com, and so it's a third party that, you know, you have to submit their bids through them, then they put you on their website. If the team doesn't stay through their housing, because I think they get a commission, if I'm not mistaken, if they don't go through that housing, then basically, I think they can't even play in the tournament. So they're very strict on that. But that doesn't have to do anything with us, it's really the organization. I know with the new complex, I think next year, it's gonna be huge, because we're gonna be, by that time, the Buena Vista Sports Complex is gonna be open. And I think we're gonna be, because it's every 2 years that we'll be able to bid, or we won the softball tournament.
Okay.
So that's where it'll bring, you know, the most teams that we brought was about 110 teams.
Wow.
And that was when we did it at San Martin on the hillside.
Yes.
So that was huge. The last time that we did it at the stadium, it was like 60 teams. So it wasn't as much, so it was, you know, and that was like 2 years ago when
But all of the games will be focused at the South Complex.
That's correct, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's the idea, maybe the championship will be, at Unitrade. but most of the teams,
So this time they were calling the week off.
yeah,
So very, very last minute.
yeah.
And I
So-
don't know if you heard anything about them.
No,
having a
we-
hard time finding out.
No, we, basically Mr. Rosas, who's the president, he reached out to us and asked for a list of all the hotels, so we, Fidel, send a list of all the hotels with the context, and then he sends it to hotel planners, and then hotel planners reaches out. But I know the only thing that was probably I know for at least for this tournament, the World Series, he kind of works contracts with different hotels, so he'll have where the teams are gonna be staying, and then the umpires, the directors, and then the families, if they
The
come,
families probably
that's
are
where
more-
it gets, yeah,
That's probably the cost that
the
we're
cost,
getting
yeah,
for
yeah,
the families.
the cost, yeah.
And they usually wanna stay in the same hotel. So
That's
it
correct,
seems like
yeah.
a group, somebody plans
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, because I could tell you, like, the Italian team, we had a meeting here, and they stayed like 2-3 days after the tournament, so they were still here shopping, they really enjoyed it. And we asked La Posada staff, and they said that they were wonderful to work with, the kids enjoyed it, they were not very, some of them, it's an issue that you're gonna think they're gonna mess up the rooms, everything was very good, they behaved really well, so yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So that one we're,
So that's great. Thank
yeah.
you for giving us the overview on Pony, and
Yeah.
we already spoke about the golf tournament.
yeah,
Now SMGP, SGMP.
P. Yeah, that one we, Sophia, Sophia and Fidel, they're on the sales team. One handles, the sports and leisure market, which is Fidel. And Sophia handles the Smurf and the meetings and conventions. So, we are going on a monthly, to San Antonio, to Austin, to meet with, government meeting planners. And we're always, putting Laredo on the map, and we've been getting very creative. So, she traveled over there to San Antonio. So we're always looking into growing that market and being
Yes.
engaged, because
Yes.
everybody's competing to bring a
Meeting
conference.
planners only from San Antonio area?
That's
Or-
correct, San Antonio, yeah. And then there's one in Austin.
Okay.
So she goes, she'll go San Antonio, and then the next month we'll go Austin, and vice versa. And so it's, and Austin, there's the MPI as well, so there's different ones, but yeah, she's been doing a wonderful job with Frida as well.
All right, let's talk about our local partnerships.
Yeah, we partnered with KGNS, and Ola Laredo to feature the Coffee Tour and Taco Trail initiative. It was very popular. You could see there Mindy Caso, and I don't remember who the other girl is, but very popular. They work for KGNS, and so we're, like I mentioned earlier, with the coffee fest that we are doing in October. We always working to show people all the different wonderful things that the city has to offer, and so this is a good way to promote again the coffee tour and the taco trail. Right now, the taco trail, we are expanding. We had some restaurants that closed, and so we're doing some changes or revamping that. We already got we got some interest from restaurants that the people had responded of what they want to see, and so we're now going to reach out to those new restaurants. So we're constantly evolving and updating those maps. My advice is always the newest one will be in the app or in the website. We print them and we deliver them to hotels. We take them to museums.
That makes sense.
But the most up-to-date maps
Right.
on both the Taco Trail and the Coffee Tour map will be on the app or on the website.
Gordon, there's a lot of local people that are,
Mhm.
I mean, really just started getting into, they really didn't know about the coffee shops.
Yes.
That's heard.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were that many coffee shops.
Yeah.
And for tacos, and I think that that's one of the things that has really benefited
Mhm.
us,
Yeah.
is the, that you distribute and expand the information to local.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that was
Yeah.
there. Yo no sabía, that's classic, yo no sabía.
Speaking of trails, what about, the antique trail?
We're working on that. Yes. Yeah, we already started the brainstorm, Michelle, so we are working on that. That's I guess leading to what we're doing with the coffee, the taco, and that's gonna be that. So we're working on that, the marketing team has been brainstorming, working with our agency as well.
Good.
So eventually we're gonna be doing something like this. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's gonna help another venue to promote local business and more things to do, because people that come and travel for business travel, or even for leisure, sometimes they just go to one or two places. So one of the things that we wanna do is make sure that there's so many things to offer.
Yeah, I went into one of our local boutiques and they had seen the story on Freud News.
Yeah.
And she asked me, what about,
What about?
what about your boutique idea? I said, well.
Yeah. No, we
It takes time.
yeah, we're
to
working on
develop
that.
it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
to
we're-
do it well, to do it right.
Yeah.
So
Because we have to
wanna
read.
give you that
Mhm.
time to do
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah, so we're right now, we have to do the outreach, reach out and see the interest and make sure that we get that interest. That, a lot of the stuff that we do is basically at no cost to them.
Yeah.
So
Mhm,
it's a win-win. Unfortunately, some don't see that. And then once they see how beautiful it is and all the media coverage and everything, they're like, oh, that's what happened with the taco trail.
They wanna,
Oh, now,
they
and I'm
wanna
like, bro, like,
revisit and say,
seriously,
"Hey,
like,
now I want in."
yeah, we reached out to you, we met with you, and then so,
You're
but,
waiting to see if it's
Yeah.
successful.
yeah. But no,
Yes.
that's in the works, Michelle. So just-
Everybody
yes.
always wants to join the winning team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And that's what we have here. So speaking of winning teams, social media
Yeah.
growth and engagement,
Yeah, so, we continue to,
winning on the social side.
yeah, promoting, and so we had, again, just the engagement that we did for the taco trail. So we are constantly promoting, all the local, offerings that we have to offer, not only for locals, but for tourists. And so, yeah, we are very excited for that. On page 10, Madam
Tell
Chair.
us about Selena and Samuel.
They've been very busy promoting their efforts, and Casa Laredo has shifted a little bit. They're focused more on economic development and promoting the port. And so now that their office is actually at the governor's office, and they're next to the economic development office from the
Do
governor.
they see Samuel every day?
You know what? I haven't really asked him that, but I don't think he's in it now, because they're in a different side of.
Try on.
Okay, what's up, bro?
That's
But
very
they,
interesting. I
yeah.
love that. I
Yeah.
love that now they're shifting to, I think that is
Yes.
more appropriate.
yes,
And Selena's been there forever.
yes, Selena has been there, 18 years maybe?
No,
19?
she's probably like 24 years.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selena was
before
there
us,
when I
right?
was there.
Yeah, I was like, did she start before me or after me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before me.
That's good. I like
Yeah.
that change.
So yeah, and also they, I think it's really has shifted everything. So they've been working a lot with economic development. Now that Felipe is the one that is spearheading the Port Laredo promotion, so they've been working with them. Actually, right now they're an event. Reina is there, and Felipe an event with Casa Laredo over there in Monterrey to promote all the logistics and maquiladoras and all that, everything that has to do with the trade.
Remind me, Felipe is the marketing
So he's the,
coordinator.
he has his title, it's.
I see the, over here on the side.
Yeah, because it's very interesting, it's a marketing.
So he's Port Laredo? And
He's
he's
Port-
dedicated to promoting the port?
Yes, so that's one of his scopes of
It's
work.
one of his. Okay.
Yeah, he's overly, in general, overseeing the whole city, so
Okay.
that's how he,
Okay.
yeah.
So is he under the city manager's office?
Yes, well, actually, technically, it's under economic development.
Oh, economic.
Economic development, yeah, so he's under Miriam, and so they're still working on if it's gonna be a division of the city
How
manager.
it fits.
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it
yeah.
fits.
So there's still-
Okay. There's a
but
transition. right?
Transition, yeah, but he basically is taking the role of Alma, that
Okay.
was she was the marketing manager for the port, that was her specific title, so he's not really the port, but he's doing the port
They've
right now.
expanded it
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah,
out from the
yeah,
port too.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but he's handling that, so Reina's there, to promote the,
Well, he learns the ropes from you guys.
Yeah,
That'll be
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But, The Casa Laredo guys are still under you guys.
That is correct.
Yes.
They're under
just
us.
Collaborate with.
Yes,
Okay.
so we basically, it's, the funds, everything is coming through CVB, 100%. And so what we work hand in hand with economic development. So economic development is the ones that are leading the charge on what events, what they want to, for them to promote.
To promote it.
And so Selena and Samuel came, they met with stakeholders like the airport, with Bridge, with economic development, with us. But really was more the other three departments of all the new infrastructure that the city is doing, the investment that the city is investing on World Trade Bridge and Columbia Bridge. And all the investment at the airport. And with that, so they got different trainings, and so that's why they've been focusing more on the economic development. And then obviously with that leads business travel, so they come here for business, so that's where we come in, and so, yeah.
Do we still have the flight to Monterrey?
We do.
How is it going?
Well, Reina just yesterday, she flew in the last flight, it's a 9-passenger plane, so it's pretty small, it's a propeller plane. She said it was only her and another person, so, two, yeah,
You
so
have to consider that's a weekday.
it's a weekday,
It's
yeah,
late.
yeah. What the benefit that it is, they partnered with Viva Aerobus, so if you get a flight from Laredo to Monterrey, then you could go to Cancun, San Luis Potosí, Mexico City, Guadalajara. That's great, and you can get it. I looked at prices. I've been wanting to do a trip to Leon, and they're super cheap. Like compared, I think it's less expensive than going to Houston or Dallas, or even driving to San Antonio.
A
But
lot of people don't want to drive
But
to
the people-
Monterrey, that's the whole thing.
But do
Yeah.
people even know that package exists?
they, well, Viva Aerobus did a promotion. I know they did a press conference, so media came out in the media. I don't know if they're promoting their social media.
Because this is the first time.
Yeah, they just partnered, and this is a pilot program. If they start selling more, the idea is they bring a bigger plane. But that's how they're starting, and so,
I
but,
think it's smart that, they start small, I mean, instead of starting with
yeah,
let's say, 25 passenger,
yeah,
they have 2
yeah.
passengers.
The problem is our neighboring flights are $100 or less in all of it, so that's the issue. And so
They're competing
yeah,
quite a bit.
yeah, because of the,
That-
But I think if you look at the
Price
hassle
differential.
of going to Bridge and.
yeah. Yeah, if you wanna avoid that,
Customs
yeah,
over
that's-
there,
yeah.
a lot of people just want the convenience.
Yes, yeah. But I know the airport is constantly promoting, I know they have billboards within the city, promoting all 3 flights, the Allegiant, 4, Allegiant, United American, and Aeros, and so, but,
I think like a lot of the custom brokers and, that do a lot of business in Mexico
mhm.
would fly, to Monterrey. I know people that have told me, I don't drive to Monterrey, I'm never gonna drive to Monterrey because, people are scared still.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I don't know how it is right now with the whole situation. And, people are afraid,
Mhm.
You only have one life.
That's right, yeah, yeah,
All right, I'm gonna bring us back in. We
Mhm.
kind of went on a little tangent there.
yeah.
Looking at our international relations activities here in these next 2 sections.
Yeah, so, Jose, he's our international relations, liaison, so he's been working with, different organizations, especially with Querétaro and the state of Nuevo León. As you see a picture, we are gonna go next week on the 15th to council, on donating ambulance to Nuevo León, and so, he's been doing a lot of efforts of promoting, again, the logistics and, how Laredo is so important for trade, and how we could, I know they do, sales mission events in Mexico, so it's how do we link those and bring more of that. He's done a wonderful job of bringing, like firefighters, we did a Zoom training, basic 101 firefighter, how to turn out fires and stuff like that, and, you had what, over 300, 250?
250 something
Wow.
that were able to
To connect, in the Zoom. Mind you, each room had probably like 10, 20, 30 people.
Right.
So it was like you're connected.
Setting.
Yeah, classroom setting, so that's the efforts that he's doing, coordinating with different departments, either with the health, with the airport, with fire, with PD, with bridge, with economic development, and connecting the dots and how,
Offering
Yeah,
expertise.
expertise, yeah.
And guidance from
Mhm.
our city to others.
Yes, that's correct, because at one point we would just sign an agreement, oh, you're their sister city, and,
I
Y
remember
así se
those
quedó el papel.
yeah, but nothing has, and so now, yeah, now council and management, you know, saying, okay, what can we do, like, what can you do for us and we can do for you, so that's the thing that, that he's been working on those clusters since Querétaro is like the hub for aerospace. And so, and then Nuevo León has Kia and it has other plants there, so it's, Tesla, and so, yeah, automotive, so it's working with them and how they could open offices here, how do they, you know, if they have issues,
Yes.
and the bridges, how can we fix those issues, you know, solve those problems that they have. Yeah, troubleshoot those issues, so it's the collaboration, so Jose has done a wonderful job with that, and so we, he works with different organizations, the Mexican consulate and all the organizations to promote that and, you know, and putting those Laredo out there.
I guess in the future, it'd be nice to eventually make that leap beyond Mexico.
Yes, yeah. And so I don't know if you walked in, just on the efforts going with that, with the collaboration with Mexico and stuff. This side right here, we still haven't opened it, but we partnered with part of the agreements that we signed with sister cities in the state of Mexico and Querétaro. Yeah, the gift shop,
Yes.
we're gonna open up with those two states right now. And so we're still getting the pricing and all that good stuff. We're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna put a decorative artwork, so it can be displayed. And then we're gonna do that as well at the airport. So, for those people that are traveling, that are leaving our city, if they wanted to buy something unique, something, you know, we'll be able to display that as well. So that's another thing of the efforts that we're doing.
So the items right now are just display items, you're not actually selling them?
Not right now,
Okay.
yeah.
So they're tempting us.
Yes, basically, yeah.
And we're doing an excellent job.
Mhm.
It's just, I think at some point in the future, it'd be nice to expand beyond Mexico.
Yeah.
And maybe this is probably a city hall issue, but maybe talking about renewing our sister city ties with Spain, because Spain is the mother
Mhm. Yeah.
country here.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, the first Laredo.
Let's
Yeah.
move on to page 11. Oh, I'm sorry, Jody, go
May
ahead.
I ask you,
Yes, ma'am.
are you involved in any way, shape, or
Mhm.
form
Mhm.
with helping Webb County with that,
1840.
no. They're gonna be bringing in like the smaller version of sister cities.
Mhm.
So are you helping or?
We,
Because I don't know, I just see that as maybe competition, to be quite honest.
yeah. I think they basically reached out to us and they asked us who do we work with, and so we provided the letter that handles it, which is Hispanic International. They're the ones that handle everything, and so basically it's them, like we contract them to do our festival.
But you don't have any direct contact with them to be
Yeah, no.
putting this together. When is that supposed to be?
What they had mentioned to Eileen was in November. So I don't know if it was before the Black Friday or during Black Friday weekend.
There was no plans to do the Christmas market.
The holiday market, we as of right now, there were no plans. This is kind of like, in a sense, substituting that. The reason why we stopped doing the holiday market was here at the outlets. A lot of them was very local, and we felt that it was it's still not for us to invest, since we're trying to bring heads and beds, and so the organization that helps us with bringing the exhibitors, they felt they didn't have the financials money to be able to host it and bring it, and so that's why we kind of stopped doing it. And And so I know that we've talked about it, it just takes a lot, and it's a lot of money and time, you know, to do the event that we've done, and so we do have, just an FYI, we do have a report on that, so I'll be,
Yes,
There's a Focus Sister Cities
Yes.
Festival.
Yeah.
We wanna get there.
Right.
Yes.
If I may be so bold
We're
to
already at
suggest,
9:17.
and I'll be quick, but perhaps maybe y'all should contact Centro San Antonio. They're-
Centro San Antonio?
Yes, Centro San Antonio.
Uh-huh.
Because they and the Riverwalk Association, and I think the San Antonio CBD, they have this collaboration where they have a market every first Friday on the Riverwalk.
Okay,
And it's local vendors and some from the hill country, but it's, yes, it's a tourist track, but it attracts locals, and they're all along the Riverwalk from, I think, across the riverwalk from Casa Rio, leading all the way up to the River Center Mall. And they sell jewelry, they sell candles.
So it's
they
a
sell-
monthly.
It's a monthly thing.
so it's pretty much like
I've always
the,
been of the opinion that we only do the Sister Cities once a year.
mhm,
I've heard so many people comment
Mhm.
that we should do it more often.
mhm.
Right.
And I think that we're about to be, well, that this other organization, Webb County is about to start doing that, so.
Mhm.
Well, we should look at it as, because perhaps they're doing a different vibe.
Yeah,
So instead of competing, it would, for me, the way I would see it is augmenting the experience.
Mhm. Sure.
But I do think that it would behoove us to talk to Central San Antonio,
mhm,
and even, for example,
Just to understand operations.
yeah, I'll understand operations and also, how they help with tourism, because they've got several, I don't know if you've seen them in downtown
What
San
are their
Antonio. they're-
performance metrics? How do they track it? That
Yes,
kind of
and-
thing? Is that what you're thinking?
And also the welcoming experience, because you've got even the custodial staff who clean the downtown area, they're in these yellow shirts. And if they perceive that you look lost,
they'll help you.
they'll help you.
Mhm.
And that's the kind of welcoming experience
Sure.
that I think we're lacking in Laredo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and
Good point.
to be quite honest, I don't even think we have staff to do that here, so.
Well, maybe it's a good time to start.
So,
thinking
like
about
San
it.
Antonio does because of the downtown, I've gone,
Convention
yeah,
center
even,
being the downtown
yeah,
area.
even Austin, they have people like that. I don't think they'll help you as much like that, but I know when we were there for our legislative trip, you know, they have a special, you know, they're picking up all the trash, so it's a different group of people,
But
so,
still, it
yeah.
doesn't hurt for us to.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, and so this one is, I think I see it more like what the outlets is already doing, the pop-ups. So the outlets in the farmer's market, so it's kind of like that, right? Similar to that, Michelle?
Similar to that, but there's this cohesion because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got everything, and even, now, granted, this past weekend was
Mm-hmm.
the anime cosplay, I'm still trying to figure out all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyhow, we had a bunch of people dressed up as Pikachu,
Oh, the
and-
Pokemon.
yeah, the Pokemon stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and, I mean, they even had a dedicated table to cosplay.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they knew their audience, but
Mhm.
every month it changes, like, for example, I think in October, it'll be, Muertos Fest, but, I mean, and I did ask the man from Kerrville, and he said, you know, we come here, and I asked him, would you be open to selling your soaps and lotions in Laredo?
Mhm.
And he said, if somebody
Invites him.
invites me,
Mhm.
I'll come, because he was making a killing.
Oh, wow.
And so it's that interaction.
And is it a whole, like a couple hours show, or is it a
No,
whole day?
it's 3 days.
Oh, 3 days. Oh, so, okay, so it's, yeah,
I mean, Montecitos, they were rained out Sunday evening,
yeah.
but, I mean, they're there, rain or shine, and
Mhm. Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's something to look at.
Okay.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe having it plaza to plaza, like maybe having some in San Agustin Plaza and others in Jarvis, and maybe even extend it out to St. Peter's.
Mhm.
But something,
Yeah, okay.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
reach out to them and find out.
maybe on a quarterly basis, at
Yeah.
least to start it.
Moving on to page
Thank you.
11, and then, let's see. Where does Sister Cities Festival start?
The Sister Cities, Madam Chair,
It starts on page 20.
20,
Okay.
yes. So I don't know if you wanna, I don't know if you want.
Do y'all wanna jump to the Sister Cities Festival
just
report, or would
one
you like
after-
to see something in particular on page 11 or 12?
Is there anything in there
That you wanna share?
Yeah, if you wanna highlight.
No, basically the, you had a question, Commissioner?
Just, yes,
Okay.
just in September,
Uh-huh.
was the, are we doing anything to promote the parade? The mayor's parade on the 16th of September, I mean, on
So,
the Sunday?
on the Sunday, yeah, that one, I know we're working with the Mexican consulate, for the Grito here, that is gonna be here, so we, I'm working with them, it was directed, but we are parks, PD, bridge, and all of us.
It's gonna be at the outlet,
It's gonna be here, El Grito on Sunday,
here at the outlet.
yes, right here, it'll be,
And that
actually, it's in
nice area
the,
with the
yeah,
art.
It's at the Esplanade
Yeah.
area,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
leading up to Bridge
yeah,
1 and connecting to the parking lot.
yeah, to the parking lot and the outlet, so I know we're doing that, and the parade, I know they have, I think that's through.
Okay, so that's not
Yeah.
anything, but,
Mhm.
I remember it used to be a lot of fun because they did it in Plaza San Agustin, where it actually would have happened,
Yes,
and that kind of takes away the time.
yeah, and I think that changed a lot with, they did a lot of the stuff there at the hotel,
Mhm.
and so,
Yeah.
they completely changed, the Mexican consulate has completely changed
Yeah,
how they do their event, now they do it here at the outlets and.
right, and
Yeah.
then the other thing is, and maybe this is beyond the scope of the committee,
Mhm.
but I've always had an issue having a parade regardless of who the organization is on a Sunday morning, especially when it's a time for church.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, going back to my experience in San Antonio, for example, they have the Dia de los Muertos on a
Mhm.
Friday evening.
Yeah,
And maybe moving that event to an evening event instead of interfering
Mhm.
with mass time. I mean, yes, you could go to mass, but I'm also thinking of those churches around the parade route
Mhm.
where it's going to adversely affect
yeah,
people getting.
That
to
parade
mass.
is not your initiative, right?
yeah, no.
Right,
Yeah.
but still.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions on pages 11 through 19?
Is the consulate gonna do anything for Muertos Fest in October? They will do that in November.
They do that in November, but normally they partner with the Laredo Center for the Arts.
Okay, so
they
then
do
all
it
you
for-
all do is promote it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, thank you.
No, you're welcome.
And then if you need volunteers for the Formula One outreach,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
know.
Yeah, we're very excited for that event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right.
Really, you like that.
I would just like to be there and experience it, honestly.
If you need a volunteer for the September coming out day, let me know.
Okay. Yeah. Right now for this coming out day, it looks like we're not gonna be able. We're gonna help like promote it, but not be there.
Okay.
Just because we have staff in travel, we're very short staff. So unfortunately, we won't be able to.
And that's gonna be the biggest one because
Mhm.
we're gonna have flamenco dancers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, no, we're promoting it and everything, but not the, like, we're not gonna be there
They have the
physically.
exhibit of the man of the mindset, no?
Yeah.
There in the
Yeah.
center for the
Mhm.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
dancers and the plaza.
exhibit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for
Alright.
deviating us.
Sister Cities, page 20.
Yeah, so Madam Chair, the Sister Cities report is on page 20 all the way to, I believe it's 20, my God, it's a lot of pages. Oh my God. I didn't know. To page 26, but it was a really great event for us. We celebrated our 21st annual festival. As you can see, our media outreach, we partnered with KGNS, Telemundo, Univision, Fox, The Magazine, San Antonio Express, News, Texas Monthly, The Monitor, and others. We did radio promotion in English and Spanish with Radio United, Guerra Communications. We did display ads in San Antonio with over 100,000 impressions. Our social media campaigns and Facebook were over 185,000 that reached, and over 208,000 impressions as well.
How far in advance did you start those?
We normally start
Like
since,
your metrics are from when to when?
it starts normally from June,
Okay.
so a month. Some of them we did start in May, but mostly our efforts is June and July.
Okay.
And so it was,
I think that's a good.
That's a really great,
Mhm.
response on your social campaign metrics
Yeah.
for that period of time.
yeah. And so, and like I said, we partnered with KGNS and Ola Laredo, and so we, leading to page 21, you'll see some of the pictures where we actually took one of the ladies that, was part of the workshop. She was one of the instructors, or the ones, the ladies that we gave in the Lele workshop. It was really the workshop that we did in the partnership that with KGNS was, I think, really helped us a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of people that hadn't registered for the workshop end up registering, so, you
Did it
know,
fill up?
yes, we actually we ended up selling more, and we could have done more, but, you know, we only had one of our staff, and so it was the first year doing it. We were constantly calling the arena staff, hey, add more tables, add more chairs, add more this. And it was like, oh my God, like, and then they ran out of equipment too, you know, because,
hiding in my keyboard.
There's
Yeah.
also like.
yeah,
In
yeah.
terms of
Capacity, yeah, so there was, yeah. So it was, you know, yeah, but it was really,
Response to it.
yes, we did really good, and so I think everything that we led to push it and promoting it was very positive.
You know what I noticed, though, that the aisles were not as cluttered, there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that there was more space,
Yeah,
Okay.
where you could walk, I mean, you know, because
yeah,
in previous years, I mean, it was
You to
just,
fight through the crowd.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah, we
And
had a
then you were
good,
running into all
Yeah.
of these strollers and, you know, it just.
I still have that safety concern, and I know you explained it, I'm sorry, but just maybe,
Oh, yeah, I spoke to them. They're gonna, yeah.
yeah, so we're gonna,
Very
yeah,
good.
we're gonna do other stuff to help,
yeah.
alleviate that
The
issues.
mobility
Mhm, the
issues.
mobility.
What is your saturation or promotion in San Antonio radio? Because I know, this is one of the few times I turn off my Sirius when I get to San Antonio.
Mhm.
And the one I listened to was the one my dad pounded in my head, Kono.
Okay,
Kono is more, I think, for the age group at this table. And.
Not for this,
What are you saying?
Well, maybe
You're
not,
not-
but, well. Okay, maybe not, but you might like it if you like eighties and whatever. But, they will promote the heck out of something if there's a
Okay.
partnership.
okay. We'll look into that, because I know on the San Antonio, I believe it was mostly newspaper and different publications. But we'll check on, we did anything radio, I know
Right.
Reina's not here.
And they have an app too.
Okay,
So, that would be something to consider.
yeah, no, we're always, I know we expanded, so now we do a lot of in the Rio Grande Valley and Corpus, so we expanded that,
Right.
our outreach and promoting, and we've seen it. And even in the printed ads, we've gotten people that come, because we have surveys that we do, so we've gotten people from Houston, Austin, Dallas, that will come in. Yeah. So it's, everything that
It's actually
we,
a perfect segue to your
Yeah.
visitation metrics that you implemented.
Yeah.
If you wanna jump to that yet, or?
yeah, so we did, just on page 22, we did a giveaway. The guy was actually from San Antonio, Edward.
Good.
He came in, again, that promotion was really good. We had a lot of people. Even our gift shop sales. So throughout the years, we had a few items with the Lele, and we actually did over $1,000 more than last year, so we sold more. Yes,
That's great.
yes. So
Congratulations.
we changed we even changed the way that we displayed our gift shop, so yeah, it was working, yeah. So we're constantly upgrading and revamping and looking what works and what doesn't work and what can we improve in.
I think the biggest draw was the gigantic lele.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
And I
It was a good drop, but oh my God, it was a lot of work.
I asked
Because-
Ray if we could hold it hostage.
Yeah. Thanks to George, our
Yeah,
committee,
keeping it
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Was it an inflatable?
It's an inflatable. But it's basically the actual,
Otherwise.
like the doll, it's inflatable, and then he has to put like, it's like literally, it's like their socks, literally of everything, the
Oh,
mask.
it has to get dressed.
It has to get dressed, yeah,
Oh.
because the Lele doesn't have anything, so you have to put like the actual
So it
face,
has removable
pieces, yeah,
Oh,
which,
wow.
It took 5 of us.
Oh my
and then Friday was so windy, so,
That's like the start of the agenda.
We
How
were-
many people does it take to dress a lele?
yeah, oh my god. It was Fidel, Sofia.
And if she flew away with the wind, that would have been.
Yeah, I wish actually when for it to flew away, I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, I don't care no more about that lele. Oh my god, seriously.
Like 2 ladders.
Yeah, 2 ladders, yeah.
The ladder.
But that probably help a lot with the social media.
Oh,
It
everybody
did,
was-
yes,
Everybody
it
was
did.
sharing.
It did,
Yes,
yeah.
and
It
they
did.
were posting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The issue was that every night they had to bring it down, and every
Yeah.
morning bring it up, and so that was the issue.
That was
then,
the
so,
Every day.
yeah.
Would it have
Yeah.
been better to use our security guard there?
So
Overnight.
so there's staff there and security, but it's, you know, obviously it's, we don't own the lele, so their policy is that they have to bring it down every night. Just because it was the state of Querétaro. Yeah, the state of Querétaro.
What about investing in one? Like, if it's something that
That,
can,
you know,
serve a purpose.
That
for-
attracted,
Yeah.
I was a taller one, right?
Oh yeah, there's a taller one, and that's not through the state, that's through Televisa. The Televisa from Mexico, they have a bigger one, yeah. So I could just imagine that one, I was like, oh my god.
So it takes funny people.
Maybe work in collaboration with a brand that wants
Yeah,
to.
but that would be a great idea, I don't know, see how much they are, I don't know who the vendor was.
Okay, I think the committee officially wants you to buy a lele.
I know, yeah,
Well, it worked, right? We wanted
It
that,
worked.
we wanted
Yeah.
to have that
Yeah.
opportunity. That-
yeah. And the other thing, the reason why they had to not
Maybe
bring
a
it
smaller
down,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With our
That's
own
more
lele,
manageable.
with our own lele,
That
you know,
doesn't take
when,
fire.
if we do a Christmas themed event,
yeah.
you know, you could do a
The
Christmas
lele
themed
can get
event.
dressed in different
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah, or a Dia de los Muertos lele.
Santo Dios, we're gonna have outside here doing that. We're gonna have you here twisting it up.
Yeah, we have a
Right.
Christmas tree for Navidad.
There you go.
With the leather.
That's
I think it works great because
Yeah.
it is like the logo of Sister Cities,
Yeah.
right? So
It
it
is.
is like marketing Sister Cities all
Yeah.
over.
At the same time.
And
as
local
having-
people really connect the
Yeah.
Lele with Sister Cities.
Yeah.
So that's a very
This
big
is
No, it was-
such a
connection.
unique thing for Laredo. though.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
It
yeah,
was-
I don't think you could get away with it in San Antonio. but
No.
here, I mean, it's like, it's
Yeah.
a unique thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yes.
And so, Madam Chair, one of the reasons why they had to bring it down is because they have to constantly blow air in it, because it's an inflatable, so that was the issue that he has to, there is like, that person was just there with the lele, he wouldn't do anything, just that. Assigned to it, yeah, and so he was,
High maintenance lele.
yes, so I was like, oh my god, so, but yeah, it was,
Could somebody come in?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it had its pros and its cons.
That's correct,
And
yes.
that's something you
I
really
think
need
I
to look
forgot how
at
it felt.
operationally to understand.
Yeah.
If you were to have one.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the inventory,
It's
yeah.
how to manage it.
Yeah, we thought about it if
If
we-
it's worth it. in
Yeah.
terms
There's gonna
of-
be a whole new thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, because you would need to dedicate staff for that.
That's why I didn't sign up for how to create the letter. We already created.
Or that is
Yeah.
something to get creative, that we know that we need a piece that can attract.
Yes.
And maybe next year it can be something else, but
Mhm.
we know that
But
that
that is for the
particular,
local.
yes, but,
Yeah.
People will come to see the list.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we almost didn't make it for that picture that you see on page 23. The whole delegation, and it's like, oh my god. I left at the end, I think, I left George and Fidel and Sophia. I was like, I'll be with you guys.
Well, it was like, I'm out.
We're gonna already do the ribbon cutting because we were
No
gonna do
wonder
the
I'm
ceremony.
running out.
Yeah, hombre, I hit, oh my god. We were with suits, all of us, we were all dressed up and I'm like,
Monica has photos.
yeah. And then the next day was Monica and Eileen.
And
So-
my daughter.
And
My
her daughter.
8-year-old daughter
Yeah.
flying away with the dog. And the guy was yelling at my daughter like, hold it down, and she's like, I don't understand what he said. He was talking to her in Spanish, my daughter was
Yeah.
so.
All right,
Yeah.
let's, it's
So-
9:37, so let's move
It
on
was,
here. What
it was
else?
a great
Yeah.
event that you guys plan. I know it's a lot of work, and I know that we keep saying it, but I don't know how you guys make it seem so smooth
Yeah.
and great,
Yes.
and, you know, I went 2 times, full time.
Well, now you heard some of the behind the scenes stories.
Yeah. You can work with us on the behind the scenes. Ah!
And then
George did.
Suit and everything.
Yeah.
you see them,
Yeah.
you know, toiling over the thing and
Yeah.
like,
I think the only feedback that I have,
Mhm.
so I went on Sunday
Mhm.
towards the end, like I went 2 times, I went back to get something that I didn't get the first time, so, at the time of closure,
Mhm.
the ushers were a little bit
Pushy.
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
people out.
Mhm.
And it's understandable, but maybe, I don't know if it's possible, like maybe to make an announcement,
Mhm.
you know,
We'll make, cause they
maybe a
normally
few
announce,
minutes.
yeah,
because I didn't hear any announcement. I
Some
think
were
people were frustrated, like, it felt like, oh, but, and then, here's where it comes that sometimes communication gets lost. So if
Mhm.
we allow others to communicate it, right? So there were people saying, oh, no, they're not gonna close until, I don't remember if it was, I want to say
7.
until 7.
So
So
we
they were
extended
saying
another hour.
1 more hour.
yeah.
So, and everybody was saying, oh, no, so people thought
They're
like we
confused.
have more time, right?
Yeah.
So that created frustration, so, you know.
No, we'll make
If
sure,
we say that it's gonna end at 6, end it at 6, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, but then just don't extend it, because then that.
no, 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 and that's why,
Everybody say,
and that's why this year we
Yeah.
added another hour, so
Yes.
instead of closing the event at 6, it was 7.
7 and that's
And
7.
at least, I was there, and I don't know, because we were already on pickup mode, so I didn't hear, but I know on Saturday, Mario, and Friday, he did announce like, hey, the
Yeah.
show is the show is gonna close in 30 minutes, please make sure you do your last shot.
yeah.
The show is gonna close in 15 minutes.
I didn't hear
So-
it on Sunday,
so
maybe
we'll
they
make
did,
sure to-
maybe I didn't hear it,
Yeah.
but if that's the case,
Yeah.
you didn't hear it, I didn't hear it, then we
Yeah.
have to do a better job at
Yeah.
announcing it so more people can hear
And
it.
one of the things is that, you know, people wait till the last minute. Because
Yes.
I know
This
they
is
have
what
3
we're
days.
Yes.
You know, and I know people that, I'm running over
Yeah.
to, is it, you have 3 days.
But it also felt like bad because the vendors wanted to sell, so they
Yeah.
didn't want you to leave, they
Yeah.
wanted to, you know,
They
those
wanted
guys
to
that
make
were
that sale.
they're trying to get to you, like, and then the usher is like, no, you need to step
Yeah,
out, you need to
that's-
step out, and
that's
they're
okay.
trying to make a
Yeah.
sale.
Yeah.
So it leaves a bad impression to the
Yes.
vendors and
Mhm.
to the attendees.
Yeah, and so you can know, Magali, we do mention to the vendors that we're very strict on the hours.
Yeah.
So by 8, if we're gonna close at 8 every day, which is Friday and Saturday, they have to close at 8, they have to be there at 9, an
Yeah.
hour before the event, or maybe 2 hours. So we're very strict because, and we've gone to so many trade shows, they get spoiled and they do whatever they want, and so, and it doesn't, it just causes more issues.
Yeah.
But we'll make sure to make a note that, make sure
Yeah,
Mario,
and then one thing is that, there's always gonna be somebody upset, somebody going last
Yeah.
minute,
yeah.
but maybe making a plan, right? Or maybe blocking the areas earlier,
Mhm.
like, so you don't have that confrontation one-on-one. And
We-
also the ushers, like,
Yeah.
maybe
Yes.
give them a script on how to do it, and how to
Yeah.
say it, because you're gonna have somebody very nicely, you know, telling you to step out, and then you're gonna have somebody that is not as nice.
Yeah,
And that's, you know, that's what
Yeah.
I unfortunately had to witness.
Yeah.
I witnessed one person very nice and then one person being a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
of the,
And-
and again, like if we create a plan,
mm-hmm,
then we tell them how to do it and when to do it, and you control it, you don't let it.
yeah.
And
I-
also
Handle
having them take the Zaffarini course on customer service. Because when I walked in, when you had like 10 ushers right there,
Mhm.
and even when I walked in at the tail end of the diocesan event, they weren't very friendly. They were very cold. And fine, if you're gonna be like that for a concert, I get it. But this is a public event that is a community event. In the case of Sister Cities, it's an out-of-town event. And the impressions that we give, good or bad, are something that the visitor will take with them. And so that's why I think the ushers need to know when to turn the screws on and when to be friendly, warm, and welcoming, but still abiding by it.
I'll bring it up.
It's a hard position to be,
That's
because they
why-
also need to keep the, everything under control, and
Right.
I 100% get it, and I think they were doing their job, and that was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
It's just that,
I think there's a different approach. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why,
and again, not throwing it back, to the arena or anything, but just
Mhm.
maybe, like, again, if we create a plan, or if we make more announcements, then people don't have, nothing to say,
But
right?
still,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, Michelle, but at the same time, I understand where they're coming, they're doing their job, and
Yeah.
and they were on the right, and there was one lady, and I told her, imagine being here for so many hours, they all need to, and there's
They're
rules,
all
like, we
tired.
have to, because she was really upset, and I said, well, like, I took their side, even though
yeah,
I thought it could have been handled differently, right, but
yeah,
she was walking all frustrated, and I said,
but
like,
still,
understand that, they've been here for many hours, they're doing their job,
Right,
like,
but
that they're doing what they were instructed to do, the show ends and
right,
And
but
we
it's
need to
still
get
the
it.
impression, because to
Yeah.
have one person walking away crying, and what if this person was from out of town, and then they're gonna, because,
Right, we don't know that
Advertisement.
circumstance, and neither
Right.
do the ushers or the
Right,
but
customer
I would
service staff.
but I would
So
highly
you're right.
recommend that we, that perhaps y'all contact, Dr. Zapparini, and see if maybe she can come and do a customer service, because she used to do customer service trainings for the city. I know we had to take it with her, and
She
they were
charges
very-
it already.
Still, but
She
it's,
does, I mean, I know, because I was there when we got
Right.
her to come.
but still, it may be, price notwithstanding, that course will pay for itself in positive customer feedback and leading to a better customer experience.
I mean, I could borrow IBC. I trained with them. They have like customer service 101
And she
type of
did it.
thing.
there's other people.
Yeah,
right.
Right, but she's the master of it, and she pounds it into your head in a good way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so, I mean, why not go with the woman who
We'll
wrote the
take
book?
it, thank you, Michelle.
Okay.
Yes,
One
Madonna, you
one
have
thing
another.
that I have learned working with customer service, right, 24/7, is that if you tell, the team what they need to say, you give them a script, if you tell them how to handle the situation,
Yeah.
they will understand. So again, just working on a plan and just be that script of.
And kind of tied it in and concluding
Yeah.
this, we do, I'm not a part of it though, but I will bring it up because they do meet with the red shirts, our event staff before doors open.
yeah,
So we could reinforce that great customer service delivery.
yeah,
Thank you. But again, like, it's not a reflection of all the hard work and everything, and again, they were doing their job, like, I wanna just, close it by saying that, like, it's not a reflection of all the hard work and everything, because if the festival, happened the way it happened, it's in part because of your contributions,
yeah,
and please don't, it's just feedback.
Yeah.
Just because we always wanna make it better, but not because it was bad.
no,
They
yeah,
were doing their
One
job.
incident that could,
Yeah,
maybe.
handle,
and I will
to
say that
consider for the future, more than
uh,
anything,
the
But
staff
that's
at the arena has been really good, because
yeah.
mind you, they do our event, and then they have games
Oh, no,
at the stadium, so.
Well,
Yeah, so they're going back and forth, so
Yeah.
it's, I know James, that he's I don't know, he's now the official general manager? Yeah. So has a different vision, he saw things that we probably hadn't even seen too, that he fixed for the delegates breakfast, or other things that we didn't think of. He made changes, he's like, hey, do you think we should do this? I'm thinking we should do this, and it's just changed everything.
And it seemed different,
Yeah,
and even you
so-
just mentioned right now that it felt less crowded,
Yeah.
like, absolutely,
So
it
it
was
was-
great.
so it was
I
good.
mean, we didn't have to
Yes.
fight the crowd, and I was so
Yeah.
amazed, because I remember last year,
Yes.
I mean, it was like a nightmare.
No, it was
And you had
wonderful.
something, and they would bump into you.
Yeah,
And like I said, it seemed like you guys had everything under control, and
Yeah.
even that situation, it means
Yeah.
like it's very well organized, because it's being, kept to the time, but.
And if you could find somebody to help you like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
yeah. I know Blasito wasn't here, I saw Goyo and the kids, but,
I was in retreat.
in
that
retreat,
weekend,
yeah.
so.
But yeah, it was,
Better place.
yes, but it was a really good
Better
event.
things.
What was the feedback from the vendors? They do a good, like, yes?
Oh, yeah. What happened was that the issue that we had was that they were a little bit afraid with everything that, I don't know, that they're gonna deport you, they're gonna cut your papers or whatever, so some of them didn't come with a lot of product. But because some of them were already sold out by Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
They didn't have
Wait,
anything to sell.
on Friday, we did see more sales compared to prior years. So, so it was different. We saw the crowds very different. People were shopping more.
Yes, it was.
So-
I did. I saw
So
that.
we were buying more expensive items, so they were very happy, you know. At the end, we do like a little appreciation to the vendors on Saturday after the festival closes, and so everybody was just very happy, very thrilled. They
That
really
is
enjoyed
so
it.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice
and so
touch.
of all the events, because they go to other ones, not just in Laredo, they go the Valley, they go Minnesota, they go Oklahoma, they go other states. By far, they all say, because they provide feedback to Hispanic International, they say the Laredo Festival is by far the best.
But where do you host that appreciation?
They're at the arena.
At the arena?
Yeah, because what
It's
happens,
like a dinner or something?
it's hors d'oeuvres, and then we basically, the mayor hand signs every certificate that we pass out, and we recognize them, and thank you for participating on the 21st annual Sister Cities Festival, and so we recognize them. A lot of them, some of them get funds through the state, the city, whoever they're coming, so it's another way to promote, like saying, hey, your funds are getting into this event, and so it's justified, but they feel very appreciated. And I see that how we go above and beyond on what the city and the arena, like even, like I said, the facility, they provide that feedback, like they don't get that attention from other cities or states that they go to. So that's why it's been very, very successful. They wanna come, they as soon as we send out the registration, they basically get, yeah.
If I may add, I'll make sure next year to take pictures of that event, because by the time we get to that event, we're already done taking pictures,
Yeah.
I would like to, next year to make some like gifts or door prizes.
Oh, that would be nice, really nice, yeah.
And if I can suggest to bring back our original sister city, I know logistically it might be.
The what, Michelle?
Spain.
Laredo, Spain.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Spain, because here's the thing, we can talk about the sister cities, but if we forget our roots, and our roots are not Mexican, our roots are Spanish.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that we don't really celebrate. We don't really, enrich our cultural Spanish roots.
Mhm, mhm.
Because I remember the first sister cities, we had a huge delegation from Spain, we even had some from China.
Mhm.
That might be logistically impossible,
Yeah,
but we even had some from Australia, from other countries. And I realize it's more of a Mexican import thing,
mhm.
but this is a time when we need to celebrate our first parent.
Yeah, no, we'll look into that, and obviously we'll reach out to them and see if they have any interest in, since they're the ones that pay for all their expenses
Yes.
come here, so, but we'll do that.
It's
But-
an effort on their part, and they
Mhm.
need to be
Yeah.
ready for that,
Yeah.
the budget for it and
Yeah.
whatnot.
But
What
madam,
else would you like to mention?
just really, it was very successful, doing our first 5K run.
Oh,
We had
yes.
over 400 runners, 400 runners
Yeah, somebody said
for the
that
first year.
the Lele medal was worth just
Yeah,
registering.
yeah, I ran for that too. I never trained, never done anything. And I ran it, I jogged and run and walked, I did the two. No, I didn't crawl and shit, no. But almost did. But it was the first race that the Parks and Leisure Department, has made that, was allowing for disability runners to participate. So we had people that were in wheelchairs, we had people that,
See, that's something for We Are
So-
the World.
so that was really
Yeah,
unique.
exactly.
It was,
It's fulfilling.
and you know what, most of the staff ran it, a lot of the staff ran
Yeah, I
it.
see that.
You
your
see a
picture
picture of
on
us?
24.
Yeah. That was before the race, I don't think I would look that sad. After the race, but I think everybody was like, yes.
Well, I don't know if everybody ran it,
Yeah,
but.
I did, I ran it, well, Fied was the first one, I think, and then Sophia, and then it was me, thank you, Jesus. So, it's a 5K, and so it was, but what was very touchy for me, and I'm talking about my point, is seeing one of the runners that won, and he actually won his category, so he was won over 60 and plus. He came back and he was pushing people, like the runners, hey, you're almost gonna finish. I was like, ah, he can do it, I can do it. So, but then seeing, what really caught was those people that have disabilities. I was like, oh my God, like, wow.
See, y'all need to,
I'm 100%, like, I don't have nothing, thank God. But these people have disabilities and they're competing, like they're fighting, they wanna be part, like, I was like, wow.
see that?
Stroke survivor?
Yeah, stroke survivor, yeah.
Stroke survivor.
Yeah, it was really nice. Obviously, we didn't have a lot, but it was the handful of people that participated. It was like, wow, it was very touchy. So now that's something that they're gonna start implementing all the races that the city does. So being that it was our first race coming
So
from
did they
Parks.
run with the rest of the runners?
Yes, but they actually,
Waves.
they waves, yeah. So
Waves.
the regular runners, like the ones that are pro, they start really fast. I was in the middle, like we were in the end, I feel. But then at the end, after us, then they allowed the people with
that's,
disabilities.
if y'all took pictures, that's something that you can use for real world.
Yeah.
That
So
would
it
be
was really nice. And so we were, being that it was the first year, they had never gotten the number of attendants to participate. It's always been 100, 200. So this one we doubled it just in the first year. And obviously the Lele workshop was another one that we weren't sure how many people were gonna sign up.
And it was packed.
It was packed.
T-shirts and medals were a big hit, everybody wanted the t-shirts and
Yeah,
medals.
yeah. So we're gonna push it for next year again.
T-shirts were only for runners, right?
That's correct. The first 100 runners, and it was a nice shirt.
Did you have those t-shirts for sale?
No,
Maybe you should sell.
we sold some of ours, and so, but it was just the Lele, and
We brought that up, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We brought that up, that it's an idea that we might remake the jersey and sell it.
Yeah.
So we'll work on that, because I know a lot of people were asking about it, and some people
Yeah.
didn't get one and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
they didn't get their size.
Yes.
So that's something that we've
yeah.
brainstormed.
And it was interesting. A lot of the exhibitors wanted to race.
And you know,
So-
in every conversation and everything that we go back and analyze, you learn something.
Yeah,
And you bring it back and you do,
yeah,
and you expand it or add to it.
yeah.
I mean, that is that's the benefit of
Yeah.
this discussion. I think
Yeah.
it's very.
So now we're gonna send it to the exhibitors, all the people that registered, and send the link so they could register. Because
Okay.
we had a lot of people that wanted to
They
race.
were interested.
Especially the kids,
Yeah.
the ones that come with the parents.
Right.
They were like, oh, I'm a runner. I'm like, oh my God. So,
There was an exhibitor that was happy that she had that event to attend, because
Yeah.
she works out and she didn't have anything, she was
Yeah.
working the 3 days, so
Yeah.
yeah.
that was.
Her
that was
workout.
For her, like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I almost died, but it
Look,
was.
I'm impressed that they have all the energy that y'all had the
I
energy
know,
after
right?
working.
No, my girlfriend, I was dying already outside.
That's the most impressive
Yeah.
thing
You
to
have all
me.
the energy.
Oh, yeah. No. Good thing my Saturday I worked in the morning and I got it out of the way, but I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, that was the only thing, but we wanted to thank all of you guys that, went and was part, and thank you for all the feedback. And I know Raymond actually sells there, and
Yes,
so,
all right, there. Well,
so he's done really good. So, but it was a very successful event. We continue to grow. We hear your feedback, and we're always looking at how to improve it, and make
Next
it
year,
better.
if you could include Las Adelitas with their PVC bags.
That
Because
one-
she is the representative for.
Yeah, and so that
Mexican
one,
prisons.
yeah, and that one we've had, and a while back we had issues with that, with them. We reached out, but we could talk about that later,
Okay.
Michelle.
Yeah.
And separately, we could talk about that, and so, but we'll do that. I know that there's other vendors that do that, so, as well.
Yeah,
But
since these people are in jail, they can't go.
Yeah, I know. The,
The visitor surveys?
yeah, the surveys.
125.
Yeah, so we had 119 surveys during the festival. We had 51 different cities represented. 32% of the 119 were staying at a hotel. And it was interesting, a lot of them heard by family and friends, at least half of that. And it was interesting.
The first time.
First time, yes.
Yeah, that was a great
That's what I was gonna
statistic.
say, first time 48%, so,
That's a lot.
So we're,
First time, so it keeps growing. then
yes,
it tells.
yeah. The different, the strategies that we're taking on where we advertise and promote it, it's working.
It is working.
And so, definitely, it's, and one of the good things is that we had 72 people out of the 119 that signed up for our newsletter.
That's good.
So continue getting that information. And then on page 26, we set up throughout the floor some QR
So
codes.
this data, the out-of-town survey is different from these other QR code surveys?
That is correct, yes.
So you did two different surveys?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
So one is we had a sign in our gift shop and say, hey, you're visitors, sign up, and fill out a survey. And then this one was really, we put on walls, the walls that we're allowed to, we put a QR code. And then mostly it was on the floor
Okay.
throughout the arena.
Okay.
So we had 126 unique scans. Again, it was really interesting. 53 representation from different cities, and another cool thing was 81% were.
Out of
It really
out of
wasn't
those
different
one
from
hundred.
It kind of went hand in hand, but this one we really were not pushing it. Like people would just see it, scan it, that's it. The other one we did have a sign, hey, you're out of town visitor, or you're visiting from out of town, sign up.
But it's interesting that they're almost the same numbers.
Yeah.
People did come from out of town.
Yes. So overall, the hotel occupancy was 94 for that week.
That's good.
The ADR was 159, and the average hotel stay for that week was $830. And obviously, the Airbnbs was 40%, and with 147 ADR. And their average, which was great, but we were more, the hotel was more, since we don't receive revenue through Airbnb, but it was really good. It was, so again, it's the event is being, it's getting attracting a lot of people, so.
Well, do we know visitors are maybe like, from the area, San Antonio, the Valley?
Yes, it's the Valley, San Antonio, Corpus, Austin, Dallas. We actually did have, and I think there were either people that came, professors that came in or came to the university, because we had people from other countries too. So, that they were here, they found out about the event, and they ended up going. So it was, but mostly it's in the Texas area, and which is like the Austin area down there, since we have direct flights from Austin, from Dallas and Houston, we'll get from there,
How many persons do we even fly for this event?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
We
fun.
actually have had years past people from New York, they'll come and buy specific products, and then they'll buy like a huge chunk. I don't know, they resell it or they just buy it.
Son chiveros,
Yeah, and then they'll ship everything over there, so,
That's
yeah.
right, I mean, just talk about the ones that come, los chiveros que vienen a comprar de
Sí.
María y se van.
But I have seen that works is when the event is happening, just to throw us a post about welcoming all the visitors and then
Mhm.
mentioning the cities.
Mhm.
So that way, when you have those searches, it can attract more traffic, like saying, hey, like, welcome to our visitors from San Antonio, like, or, McAllen or whatever,
Yeah.
like, just,
It's just following,
because then
it's
it makes you wanna be there, like,
Yeah.
oh, the people from San Antonio are there, like,
Yeah,
go and see what, if they're making the trip, then it might be worth for me to make the
Like
trip as well.
testimonials?
Hmm?
Like testimonials?
Yeah, testimonial who work,
Or
or
just
also like,
acknowledgement.
just like,
Yeah.
acknowledgement,
yeah.
because that
Yeah.
happens at San Luis Lake Church. Anybody, at Sunday, I don't know if you've ever been there, they always ask the out of town visitors, where did you come from?
Oh, yeah.
Is there anybody from out of town? And people
Well,
stand
maybe
there, where are
they're-
you from? And where do you?
Well, maybe that might not be the best venue for that at Mass, but
No,
I,
it's not.
Not
but
about
I,
massive, but that's,
but I
yeah.
agree with what you're
Yeah.
saying, and
But you
also,
could do that.
and also,
over
You
here.
don't wanna be where others are, right? Like, so
Yeah.
if,
Right.
if you feel, oh, now the famous FOMO, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, if others are going, it's worth it, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, just take advantage because it will be.
Mhm.
yeah.
Because we have a lot of years
Mhm.
ahead,
Yeah.
so it's gotta be,
Yeah,
start snowballing.
I've been there
fast.
since the first one, and it has evolved tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a lot of white hair, started with
Yeah.
black hair, and
No, I wanna, again, one more time say, great job. I
Yes.
think both additions, the letter workshop,
Mhm.
And the 5K was a great addition. I know that it's been conversations forever of what else to do to grow it.
And we're
And
gonna
I
get to that too.
think, I think those two were ideal.
Mhm.
They're very well, tied and so good job to you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything going on. We know that it's a lot of work that we can, but,
I'm already starting for next year,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there a motion?
Yes.
Before, I don't know if I could do a preemptive request for excuse, but God willing, I will be, an ocean away at the next meeting, so
Okay.
I'll be on a pilgrimage.
Okay.
I mean, I could phone in, but there's a
No.
set.
I'm sure Monica will make a note of
Yeah.
the request for the excuse,
For the
right,
excuse,
Monica?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll be
Yes.
somewhere in Tuscany.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
We'll have
Bless
the-
you.
And I'll wear my Laredo shirt.
There you go.
Have a safe trip.
Have a
Appreciate
safe
it.
trip, yes.
I will.
Yeah.
Any other closing
I move that
comments?
we adjourn.
I
Second.
Very good, thank you so much. Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes.